According to aviation historian Robert Spears, the designation was first discussed after the president was on an out-and-back trip to North Carolina, where he gave a speech for the Charlotte Freedom Celebration Day, during which he honored service members and remarked on the 1775 Mecklenburg Convention. Pilot Colonel Bill Thomas was reportedly at the helm when he checked in with air traffic control to let them know Air Force 8610 was on air, when another flight labeled Eastern 8610 from Eastern Airlines asked if air traffic control was calling them. The resulting confusion nearly led the airplanes to cross flight paths, and brought to light the issue of needing the president's flight number to be unmistakable. Upon landing in Washington, D.C., Secret Service agents met with the presidential pilot and Air Force aide to the president, Colonel Bill Draper, to determine what the president's aircraft call sign should be. The designation Air Force One was created by suggestion of Draper, and was adopted for all other air transportation that the president could be on, such as Marine Corps aircraft, Army aircraft, and Navy aircraft. This created Marine One, Army One, and Navy One, respectively. The first Air Force One itself was replaced in 1954 by the Columbine II, which had been made from a Super Constellation aircraft, an upgrade in speed, comfort, and fuel efficiency. The Columbine II continued to be used by the Air Force until the late 1960s, when it was sent to the Davis Mountain Base for storage. The plane was subsequently sold to Mel Chrysler, who owned a crop dusting company, along with several other planes during a military surplus auction in 1970. It's the only presidential aircraft ever sold to a private entity. Chrysler planned to scrap it and turn it into a crop dusting plane. He almost did, but the Smithsonian contacted him while doing research into presidential aircraft, and the patriotic rancher and business owner decided it should be preserved and restored. The plane had value in his eyes, not only for its role in aviation history, but in the history of the Eisenhower presidency. It's been reported that his Atoms for Peace speech, delivered to the General Assembly of the United Nations on December 8, 1953, was written on the plane as he traveled from Bermuda, where he had met with Winston Churchill and French Premier Joseph Lenil, to New York. Reports claim that the plane was allegedly kept in the air for an additional 30 minutes after reaching LaGuardia, so he could finish composing his speech. When Chrysler did not have the funds needed to restore the plane, he tried to auction the plane. After finding no suitable offers, he decided to hold the plane, attempting to keep it as free from decay as he could. In the pursuit of restoration, he persisted, and with help from Wyoming rancher Harry Oliver, was finally able to restore it in 1990. The plane was in flying conditions for the celebration of Eisenhower's 100th birthday, and was flown to an air show at the Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland as part of the 1989 celebrations.